Next is regarding the drawing and detailing of the designed structure. So this figure shows the plan of the aqueduct. Here, as you can see, these double lines drawn shows the wall of the aqueduct. These are the walls provided. Now, as mentioned earlier, several sections were provided. Section 1. So in this figure, this will be the section 1. This will be the section 2. This will be the section 3. This one will be section 4. That is, before the section 1, the canal will be, cross section will be a trapezoidal. From section 1 to 2, the bed width is varying. As you can see, this line represents the outline of the bed width, because this is the top of the structure, this double line. Now below this section 1, as you can see, from the top, since the slope is provided, since the cross section is trapezoidal, this face will be inclined. So that is why this inclination is provided. So the bed width will be at some distance. And also you can see from center line, this bed width mentioned is up to this line, that is 10 meter. Initially total bed width is 20 meter, so from center it will be 10 meter. Now in section 1 to section 2, the bed width is gradually decreasing and attained to a minimum of 10 meter bed width, that is from center 5 meter. Also for different x values we had found out various bed width, that also you can plot in this diagram. As you can see, from this side at a distance of 2 meter, what is the distance from the center line to the bed outline? Again, at a distance of 4 meter, what is the distance? And up to 10 meter, it will be 10 meter distance from the center line. Now this represents the piers provided. These are the piers, a clear spacing of 9 meter. As you can see, 9 meter is dimensioned. Also center to center is 10.5, because each pier was 1.5 meter thickness, so center to center of 10.5 meter. This represents the intermediate wall provided in the aqueduct, because if you remember that there were two compartments. In one compartment inspection road was also provided, so the intermediate wall was 0.3 meter thickness. That's why you can also dimension as 0.3 meter. And coming to the expansion zone, here also 10 meter getting expanded to 20 meter bed width. Here also, as you can see, a slope is provided. Since the trapezoidal cross section is there, the side slope will be seen. But in the case of this flumed area, that is in this natural width area, natural drainage width area, the cross section is rectangular. That's why this face is vertical, that is there is no sloping face. Hence there is no need to be add any additional line, because this itself is the bed outline. Next is coming to the reduced level of the ground level. As you can see here, the reduced level is 214.1, that is the soil is filled up to a reduced level of 214.1. Now what is this 214.1? It's nothing but this 214.1 is, if you remember, 212 was the bed level plus 1.5, 213.5 plus a freeboard of 0.6 meter was provided, so total of 214.1. so up to that level the soil will be filled in these areas. Now so here the soil is of 214.1 meter level. After that, in the question a ground level, general ground level was provided. So from this reduced level a sloping can again be provided until a ground level of 212.5 meter is obtained. Next is section of the aqueduct. Here again the bottom slab assumed of 0.4 meter thickness, some railings can be provided above. Trough slab is shown. The piers are also shown. Abutments. These are the abutments. These are the piers provided. Care should be taken that if it is any structure, any abutment or piers, anything, they should be taken minimum at 2.5 meter depth below the ground level. One thing to remember is that any structure should be minimum taken about 2.5 meter depth below the ground level. Here also you can mark the clear spacing between the piers. This one is the detailing of section AA and section BB. That is, as you can see, here this is a section AA, that is one detailing of the pier, and this is section BB, that is detailing of the drainage wing. So section AA is that of the pier. As you can see, the ground level is 207.5. So this pier should be taken a minimum of 2.5 meter below the ground level. That is why from 207.5 a minimum of 2.5 means up to 205 meter. Suitable inclination shall also be provided for the pier. So up to 205 the structure extends, and a footing of minimum 1.5 meter is provided. 1.2 to 1.5 meter can be provided for the footing. This is regarding the drainage wall. Again, some suitable inclination can be provided. As you can see, in this side the soil is filled up to the top. This reduced level is nothing but 214.1, and here this is the ground level provided. Here also a minimum of 2.5 meter depth shall be extended for the structure. So the structure is extended up to 205 and suitable footing thickness can be provided. This is the typical layout of drawing containing the plan, section elevation and the two detailings provided.